Go. So far we have made or learnt how to make a running stitch, back stitch, cross stitch and herringbone stitch. All these stitches use a straight stitch into the back of the fabric and out at the front. We're now going to develop our skills and make a stitch using a loop. So once again we've got a double knot and pull our thread up from behind. This time though we're going to make a loop and put our needle through the loop. So we're going to make a Y like this, and if you see, you're putting the thread through the loop, and then to finish off with a tail. This stitch is called fly stitch, and you come out at the top of the next square. Remember, you do a big loop around, you go back in the opposite corner and out in the middle of the square at the bottom, and you pull it through. And then you have to finish the loop off to finish the stitch. You always start the next stitch in your row at the point where your last stitch finished. So in there and out in the middle again, and finish it off. Now this time you could make your fly stitches slightly smaller. So you could go to there, coming out in the middle of the square and putting your little stitch to hold it down on the bottom. So you can vary the size. So you could do one large stitch. Always remember to loop. So you'll bring the needle between the loop like that. So one large stitch and one small stitch. Now this time I've forgotten to put the loop round, and that's what it looks like if you've forgotten to do that. Now you don't need to undo your needle, you can put it right by just pulling this and now popping the needle through and pulling it down, and that puts it correct. Back on track, and we've done a small one, and again we've got a little knot here in the thread, so pull it tightly and that knot will come out. Now you see I pulled it too tight, so I need to loosen up these last two stitches, loosen that one up and loosen this one up so that it sits nicely on my thread. So loop it round, and this time we're doing a large one, so down to the bottom and to the bottom. Now you continue this right the way to the end, and once again let's just revise how to finish off. When you get to the end of your row, again let's just summarize on how to finish off. I've got a very short piece of thread, so it's going to be quite difficult, but you still go through your last stitch and back up through the loop. I've had to do that because the length of my thread is very, very short now. So through and back up through the loop. Pull it tight, cut it off neatly, and this is fly stitch. So underneath, right, fly stitch. And if you get stuck, you can always refer to your sheet, the laminated sheets on the front. You can pick one up, and this shows you how you can do a length of fly stitch in a column rather than in a row. Also, I show you how we did some fly stitches on these different finished dream catchers. These circles here are all fly stitches in a circle. We also have fly stitches here on this particular example. On this example we have fly stitches in the center here, and on this example we have fly stitches in the center here, filling in the gap around the outside of the eye.